Okay, everyone. I think we're recording. This is Bronnie here again for another day in Bronnie's World. It's day 1007, 8. Oh gosh, I've lost track already. I'll check that out before I post this. Today here it's Tip Tuesday because it's Tuesday here in Australia, and I have my absolutely gorgeous friend Karoline Thomas. I call her the Liver Detoxing Queen Down Under because she has mastered our liver detoxing program really well. And I go to her all the time when I can't remember things or find things out. And that's what I love about this business. Do you, Caroline? We have other people who specialize in different areas that we can draw knowledge on. Now, I've asked Caroline that she's a busy mum like me, and I'll let you know a secret. She lives down under in Melbourne, but she's also from the UK. So she has a Pommy accent, which I love. But Caroline is also a busy mum. And I wanted her to share a little of her story to show you that it doesn't matter if you're a busy mum, you come from the UK or anywhere in the world, you can do this. So I've asked Caroline to share a little of her story and then what led her to the liver detoxing and this business. So Caroline, I'll just hand it over to you now, and thank you so much for being my guest today.
Oh, you're welcome, Bronnie. Absolutely. And how could I refuse when you asked me? And I was like, okay, I've got this little slot here. I'm going to do the school pickup, and it was working. And as you say, we do what we got to do, and we fit these things in. So it's all good. So yeah, just really briefly, as you said, I mentioned I come from the UK. So I was living in Melbourne and working part-time, and I'd had my 2 children, I had some weight, and I was working out and eating correctly as I thought, which I now know wasn't so good. I was exercising 4 times a week, getting up at 5 o'clock and going to the gym and doing my workout, but nothing was changing, and I was getting so frustrated. And I got introduced to direct sales. And I'd never even thought I could do anything like that. I just thought, I just didn't have the confidence, but I said yes, and I jumped in. And then we moved over to this company that sold health and nutrition, and I just thought, oh, okay, what's this? This sounds great. And so I sort of looked a little bit more into it, found out a little bit more about it, started following Dr. Work and his teachings and everything. And so I started applying that because I thought, well, if this is the company I'm in, I've got to immerse myself. So I found out a little bit more, and then I started with the products. And at the time I was actually doing a body challenge. I was doing something at the gym, and I started with a healthy body pack, and there was a big group of us doing it, and I was just little old me doing it. And I actually won the challenge, and I've never won anything like that. It was a fitness challenge, and I lost the most amount of body fat in kilos. So they do like all your measurements and everything, and I was doing nothing. I wasn't doing anything different to anyone else, and all I could think about was it was what I was taking. I was doing the weight loss body pack, but it still wasn't enough for me, and I still needed to do something else. I needed some major shift. So I heard about this liver detox, and I'd tried liver detoxing before in the past. And to be honest, I bought the books, I'd sort of done the recipes, and it was just really a little bit too hard to kind of maintain that. And I stopped doing sort of halfway or whatever. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to give this a go. And I liked it because it was 30 days. I liked it because you had a plan and you knew exactly what you were doing on those 30 days. There wasn't like a load of all these different recipes I had to kind of make and do, which I liked. And I saw the results of other people, and I thought, well, if they're having those results, then surely I could have those results as well. So I kind of did it, and I made myself accountable. I told all these people, I actually put it on social media. I said, I'm doing this because I thought if I tell people, then I'm not going to back out, because that's not me. I like to finish things. And so I started doing it. I kind of wasn't prepared for how I was going to feel through it. And I actually just felt amazing, as in not just in the weight loss. I could feel the weight was starting to come off. I actually started feeling really happy, and my mood was really great, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is great. So I just almost become addicted to it. It was just so amazing how I felt by giving my body those 30 days holiday. I just thought I've got to keep doing this. So now, of course, I do it sort of twice a year. You know, that's me done. I absolutely love it. So I go back to it every time.
Well, that is, I have seen you and watched your journey, and it encouraged me, because I was like you, thinking, I need to do something. I felt my body needed cleaning out.
Yeah.
I didn't know quite how or what. And I saw your first results and thought, she's right. This is what we need to do. Then I, like you, looked a little bit more into it and thought, I've got to do that. And every time I went to do it, I ended up giving my kit away to someone else who needed it. Well, I eventually did my first one last December, would you believe? Yeah. And like you, I could not believe the difference in all those things, my energy, my skin, and I felt so alive. And at 63, well, I'm 63 now, 62 at the time, you know, to be told that I looked like I was in my late, you know, middle to late 30s was pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's amazing how the body, I mean, people say to me, but you've got a liver for this. Why do we need to detox? That's what it does. You know, what's the point? And I sort of say, yeah, the liver that's been evolving over millions of years, but literally in the last 100 years, we've the amount of chemicals we've come out into the world, the amount of processed foods we've got, it's not meant, we've bombarded it with things that it was never meant to consume, to have to process. And so we need to give it that helping hand. And because I've seen the results, I know how thankful that the liver can be for it. So yeah,
it's like cleaning out the car, right? If you don't clean out the car and keep the motor clean and cleaned out, it clogs.
That's right.
Up. It stops working.
Yeah, it's like just almost like my husband's a tiler, and he does bathroom renovations and he cleans, and sometimes when they go back and they say, oh, I'm getting all this stuff on building up, and he says, well, you got to clean the shower, you know, or your bathroom. And they're like, oh, but it gets cleaned every day when I'm in the shower. It's like, no, you need to clean it as well, you know. So it's just that kind of like, yeah, it's that sort of thing that people just don't. Yeah, that's right. You gotta give it that helping hand. So and I just love it. As I say, it's an easy program. You literally just go back to basics with food wise. You just start eating whole, natural sort of foods that come from, if they're as unprocessed as possible, basically. So stick to the rules, you know, no gluten, no refined sugar, no dairy, alcohol, coffee, that kind of thing, if you can, kind of, you know, that's obviously for obvious reasons, and just trying to stick to foods that is as close to its natural sort of form as possible. So and preparation, sort of preparing your foods beforehand, sort of having a lunch that you've got on hand that you can just go to if you're hungry. There's a shake that you can have as well, so once or twice a year. It depends on your needs. You know, some people a lot of people doing it for weight loss, so they want to have a shake to kind of limit the amount of food they're having. And there's a couple of sort of fasting days there as well, but your blood sugar levels are usually leveled out by then. And fasting is actually an amazing thing to do for your body, and people have been doing it for like thousands of years. And it's because we spend so much time and energy on digestion, and because especially, you know, people are eating so much more bigger meals nowadays, and we're just digesting, our body's digesting all the time, and it doesn't, and actually because that's the way that we were built over, you know, millennia, that we we have to put so much energy into digestion, because that's what we do. That we used to go out and hunt and eat, and that's our survival. But nowadays, you know, food's just in the fridge. We don't have to do that. So but we're finding that we're eating all the time, and our body has never got time to actually do the other things it needs to do, which is clear out the toxins. So when you're stopping the eating part, or you're having sort of the liquid version, so it's, you know, it's going in but not having to digest as much, then your body can actually say, oh, thanks very much, I'm just going to go and clear out, you know, the bottom drawer or whatever. You know? Just
it cleans out the bottom drawer, all right.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
it's kind of like a reset, isn't it? A reset of the body, getting it just thinking, thank God you're giving me a break.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's like it just kind of, it just allows you to be able to do your body to do other things which it needs to do. So it's just
and Karoline, I think, you know, like me, you did the Certified Wholistic Health Coaching course. Did you find that it actually helped you better understand your body and the liver detoxing and the importance of that as well? Did you find that, and how is that helping you with your business?
Yeah, great question.
Encourage others to do it.
Yeah, absolutely, great question. Yes, that was at the same time I did my first detox. I started the course, and that was one of the things that I thought, if I can do this, and this is something that I can offer my clients. And actually that's kind of how my business has evolved, and that's what I do. I do coaching, group coaching, and so, or one-on-ones now. So that's my kind of focus, and being able to incorporate, because obviously while you're detoxing but still getting those nutrients in, so still having the 90 and sort of that whole thing around it that I can offer my clients. So it's been hugely beneficial for me, because I feel that when people come to me with their health goals, I can say, well, you know, let's get you kick-started, especially if they want to lose weight. If they've got issues with fatty liver or something like that, then we can kind of definitely get them on a detox program, get them sort of, you know, started on all the nutrients, make sure that their body is getting all of the good stuff, and then really does set them off onto a great path moving forward from there on.
And would you recommend people do the health coaching course?
Oh, absolutely. I love it. I love the course. I've got people who do the course because they want to go into become a health coach, but also a lot of people do it, as you say, is because to find out what they need for themselves and what they can do for their family. So it's kind of a knowledge base that it gives them, not necessarily you know, we talk about the business side of things, but that's not necessarily how people want to move forward with it. They just want to have those tools, those health tools, so they can apply them to themselves and their family. So I would recommend everyone doing it. So beneficial. It's just if you're interested in holistic health in that sense, definitely.
That as well. And even if people aren't, I have found that the information in it is just blew my mind. It sort of kind of came back to common sense. And back on day 999, I actually had the what do you call them? The founders of the Institute of Holistic Health Coaching course as my guests, and they on my daily tip, they actually introduced and released the new program that they've just been redeveloping it and making it even better. It's as if it could get better. But that's what I love about them. They don't just sit on what they first learned. They're growing and developing and changing it up as they go. And they announced the new website on my show. They said, we're going to announce this right now. And how exciting was that? So that was really great. So, you know, and I love to recommend it, and I'm sure you do too, to my clients, for that very reason, because we can tell them so much, but when they hear it from themselves and learn the details for themselves, they just grasp it so much better. Do you find that?
Yeah, I do. And people, and that whole learning, you know, at your own pace works for a lot of people as well. And to be able, as you say, we can only tell so much, and we only have so many hour or whatever. We might even have 15 minutes to talk to them about something. But it's like, go away and look at this information and really immerse yourself in it. And the amount of you know, videos that they have there, that the sort of the resources that they have that you can kind of follow up and look further into is just immense. And it's just so exciting. I just absolutely love it. I love the whole concept around it, and I just think I'm just so excited to be doing this new one as well. I just
and
can't
the community,
wait.
right?
I know.
Look, we've really become really good friends because of it.
Yeah.
As well.
Yes.
And now that because they're developed it, it's now on a website. People don't have to be on Facebook to do the course, and I think that's so exciting.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I love that, because I have a lot of people, sort of clients that, you know, possibly a little bit older. I mean, even myself, I'm trying not to go as much onto Facebook. I, you know, try to not to, but I think to not have to be on that platform to do everything. So to be able to come off that and study is great. I absolutely love the fact that it's not going to be on there. And some people, as you say, aren't on Facebook. Some people say, oh, I can't get on there, or I never go on there. So it's nice to be able to direct them elsewhere. So yeah, that will be a great.
Or they get distracted when they go on there and forget to study.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, so right. That's exactly right. What was I supposed to be doing? Why am I here? Oh yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. I know. And as you said, it's just such a great community. I mean, to be on those live calls, now the times have changed and you're amazing. Like, you know, you jump on, but to be on the sort of jump on the calls when everyone's there and everyone, yeah, it's just such a lovely, I love it. It's just such a lovely community, and you know, to meet all these people, and yeah, it's been good. Yeah,
it has been amazing. Now listen, Karoline, I know your kids will be running to get in the car very soon.
Yeah, I think so.
So I probably should let you go. And I'm sitting out in our backyard because it's a gorgeous day.
Yeah.
And waiting, you know, it's November. The summer storms come in, rolling in the afternoon. So
yeah,
so I don't want to take up too much more of your valuable time. So
no, that's okay. It's been amazing. I mean, look, this is the beauty of doing what we do, isn't it? You can be anywhere in this, you know, as we said earlier, that's the beauty of it, that you can be anywhere.
You can be in your car and I can be in the backyard.
Exactly.
Our office is wherever our phone or laptop or whatever it is, that however we want to work, our office is anywhere in the world.
I know. Lucky girls, aren't we?
We are. And it's not just for girls. Guys, there's a lot of guys who have done the health coaching course. Yes. And my husband did it. And I actually encouraged him to do it because, let's face it, girls, our husbands don't listen to us. Not really. So I said, look, babe, go on, do it for yourself, and then you'll understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it takes a lot of arguments out of the equation.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, for sure. To have your partner on board with how you feel is just amazing. Yeah, exactly.
And you know, he took away a lot of different things from that course than what I did.
Yeah.
And he's seeing it from a male's point of view.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And he's also a counsellor. So he also took the mindset part. He really, really grabbed hold of the mindset part of that because, you know, as Paul and Cheryl explained last week on my 999-day call, that they spell holistic with a W for a reason, because it's that we concentrate on our whole body, mind, body, and soul. It's not all just about liver detoxing, girls and guys.
Yeah.
yeah, it's our environment. It's everywhere. I mean, guys, who wouldn't want to work from a gorgeous environment like this backyard?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's so true. You're so, yeah. So the modules cover everything, don't they? It's sort of the mindset, the business, the categories of health, and yeah, it is. It's just and you know, even tax. I think there's going to be a tax course on the new one as well, isn't it? Which
yeah,
is,
I know, right?
God, so who doesn't want to know how to save money in that sense? And you know, so exactly. Yeah, that alone is great.
Well, just doing this course, you can claim it on a tax, you know, as a tax write-off. So
amazing.
Yeah, just like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And all the things that you purchase to do the course, you know, if, you know, books or even the products, you can. There's a way you can write it off on your tax. I'm thinking, why wouldn't you? We're all looking for tax breaks, particularly in this crazy time when everyone is looking for an additional income.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're at home, even if, like home mums, your mums that are at home, you know, that want to do something or want to help with the family budget, here's a way you can do it and still be there for your kids at the same time. Yeah. And those who have been forced to retire early, well, I don't actually like the word retire, move to the next stage of their life, right?
I'm never going to retire. If you love what you do you ever retire? I don't think so.
Not if you love life. You don't. You just move to the next stage of your life. And I love having something to do. I don't like sitting around having nothing to do.
I'm the same.
And yeah, so it's awesome. This is great for everyone. And I just love all the diversity of people that do this. There are lawyers and doctors and pharmacists and teachers, and as well as people who are on pensions doing it.
Yeah.
You know, people in their 90s. We've got some people in their 90s.
Yeah.
Because like you and me, they don't want to sit around doing nothing. And it keeps their mind active. And we all need to do that, right?
Exactly. No,
and if
they
get, and you know, when like because this all started in the lockdowns, what a perfect time. You know, you didn't have to feel isolated because we had each other.
Home and study. Exactly. I know. It was perfect.
So anyway, I should let you go before those kids invade your car.
I know. Anyway,
I could go, Mom.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Karoline, for being my guest today. It's been awesome. Look, we could chat for ages.
Oh my gosh, couldn't we just? I know. Oh my gosh. No, absolute pleasure, Ronnie. I love what you do. So keep doing it. And thank you for this opportunity. It's great.
Oh, thank you. You know, I just can't wait to meet you, get to see you in person and give you a big hug.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Oh, yes. that's just been the only thing about the distance is not being able to give people a big hug. But anyway, because I'm a huggy person,
I can imagine.
I hug strangers when I first meet them. You know, you get a vibe for people who, you know, are friendly and do that. But just anyway, that's just me. But anyway, I best let you toddle off. So as I ask my beautiful viewers every day to stay safe, stay informed, be empowered, but do not live in fear, my friends. And when you get to spend time with gorgeous Karoline and myself and all the other wonderful health coaches in this longevity world, and even those that aren't part of that, but I do other things, you guys will be powerful, beautiful, brilliant, and most definitely very brave. And we love you, Karoline. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Karoline, for being my special guest today. And we can do this again sometime, even if the kids do invade your car.
Exactly. That doesn't matter. Oh, dear. Thank you so much.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. You know, I'm so grateful that you put your hand up and said, I'd love to.
Absolutely.
Getting people, this time writing is, always a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, we sorted it out. It was all good.
It was all good. We've got to change a few of the times today.
Exactly.
But we made it. So
thank
all right,
you. All right. We'll chat
God
again.
bless you.
And to you. Bye.
Right, hang on, wait on.